Just looking at some news about robots here. We've got a Chinese factory, dark factory, making a smartphone per second, 24 hours a day, without a single worker. Right. So that's the real stuff. I mean, that's happening. It's what's got to happen, right? I mean, just the robot is the factory, right? And I mean, humans are not made to work in factories. Humans don't enjoy working in factories. Let the robot be the factory, right? No. We see everyone's favorite woman, Melania Trump, and a figure robot. And, Melania gave a talk sort of selling the figure robot to Christian parents who don't like the U.S. public school system because it's not religious enough, saying like you can configure your figure robot to teach your kids in the most Christian way you want, right? And it'll help you homeschool. Now, I mean, I love homeschooling. I homeschooled, two of my kids now grown up for periods of time. You can indeed teach kids in an idiosyncratic way compared to what the school system does that's so regimented, and if they're really good at something, you can help them go super fast, right? Like when my son Czar was very young, he was really fast in math and science. I mean, now he's got a PhD in machine learning applied to theorem proving. He's working me on AGI stuff. My other son Zeb, I homeschooled when he was young, then high school age. He was into, ancient languages and Central Asian history and so forth. He went so deep into that. He learned way more than me. He was learning Farsi to translate the Avestas of Zoroaster, and that's amazing. Now, on the other hand, do we need a robot like that to teach our kids at home? I mean, I think we really don't. Now, I'm working on another robot, Cody the Mind Child, with the company Mind Children, led by my friend Chris Kudla here in Seattle. And Cody's still in early prototype form. He's in prototype version 2. When we get done with prototype version 3, we'll be ready to send him to manufacture in a factory in Korea. But I mean, we're putting some effort on the emotional side, right? I mean, it's not final by any means, but he's got an expressive face. He can look you in the eyes, and the eyes are little screens. He can make a variety of expressions. He can smile, and he's like 3.5 feet tall. He's the size of a child. He's designed to enter emotionally into the child's world. Like, why would you want your kids taught by a robot with no face, right? I mean, this really highlights something that confuses me about humanoid robotics as it's standardly being pursued now, because it seems like people are making a bunch of humanoid robots that are good at carrying out physical tasks, right? And I was in China a couple months ago for Chinese New Year in my wife's hometown in Anhui province, and there, like in a rural village in the middle of Anhui, you've got these unitary robots doing backflips and very cool stuff. I mean, it's amazing showmanship, right? But yet they don't really do anything useful except entertain people. For most useful tasks, you don't really need a humanoid form factor, right? Like if I want a robot to clean up all the mess around my house, I mean, I'd like the robot to be able to reach under the couch, right? I'd like to be able to reach up on the highest shelf. I'd like it to reach behind the refrigerator. Like, why does it need to have an exact human form factor any more than a Roomba does or a plumbing snake does, right? And certainly for working in a factory, humanoid form factor is usually a problem. If you want to automate McDonald's, you don't want to make a humanoid like flipping the burger. Just make a burger manufacturing machine and automate the whole back end, right? You could say you want a robot to look like a human so it can fit into everyday human environments, and it's sort of partly true. Like, you want the robot to be able to deal with doors and stairs and stuff and not be, the size of an ant or the size of a Tyrannosaurus. But I mean, it doesn't really need to be humanoid to do most useful tasks. The reason for a robot to be humanoid is really for the social and emotional side, for it to interact with people, emotionally in a I-thou, peer-to-peer way. And this may well have a value, right? People would rather interact with something that appears to emotionally bond with them. And for the AI itself to fully enter the human culture, human values, human society, I mean, you would like it to feel like it's in the same emotional and interpersonal space as people. But then it's not really about the facility of the hands and feet, right? I mean, then it's about moving in a natural way, but it's about eye contact, it's about facial expression mirroring, right? I mean, and that, honestly, that's what I worked on with David Hansen when I was at Hansen Robotics as their chief scientist and head of software for a number of years, when we launched the Sophia robot, built the Desdemona robot, the Grace Elder Care robot, right? I mean, David Hansen really drilled into my head, the importance of the face as an interface and the importance of social and emotional bonding is really the main purpose of having humanoid robots. And I mean, I'm still working with Hansen Robotics to an extent. We've got the Desdemona robot from Hansen Robotics, lead singer in our band, Desdemona's Dream, with our first album coming out in May, I think. But I'm also excited about what we're doing with Mind Children and Cody, which, in a way looks different than Sophia and the Hansen robots, and we're not aiming at the same sort of sculptural perfection and beauty that David Hansen is the ultimate master of, right? But we're aiming at something that's very robust, very stable, like industrial quality, although it can go out into schools and hospitals. It's smaller than the Hansen robots, which is especially nice for teaching little kids, and it also means it won't hurt anyone if it falls down, right? And I mean, the Hansen robots can be awesome. I see a lot of future there. I think Cody being smaller, should have a lower cost of manufacture, and we're sort of customizing it for some specific applications, initially education and then elder care and healthcare. But the point is, what you need a human form factor for is what Sophia and Desdemona, the Hansen robots, do, and it's what Cody, the Mind Child, does, right? It's being there in the same emotional space as you, and that is going to be big. But the humanoid robots that exist to emotionally bond with people and leverage that bond to help people, these are going to exist as part of a vast network of smart devices, which will include a whole lot of non-human-like robots that are better suited at carrying out practical tasks, right? Which brings us back to the amazing Chinese robot factory spitting out one smartphone per second, 24 hours a day without a single worker. And I mean, whether we get to AGI before we get really good humanoid robots, I don't know. I'm kind of suspecting so now, but if we don't, then really good humanoid robots, they're going to be an amazing playground for early stage AGIs to develop and learn, and then learn about the world, the physical world, and the human world together with humans, leveraging that emotional bond for learning, right? It does It does seem like an amazing way for an early stage AGI to learn, being inside a Hanson robot or a Mind Children robot. Although, we may make the AGI breakthrough before the robots are even ready for that. We'll see how things develop in these weird and fast-moving times.